Welcome to the tower at Paradigm's Breach. Ugh, what's that? Don't worry about it. There's no actual meanings behind anything machines do. It's locked. You need to destroy the obstructing consciousness from inside the network. Right, I'll hack the door, you infiltrate the network, and take down any guards. Into the network we go. Wait, the network is a place? This is the tower's network. Its digital consciousnesses are stored here. Use the pods. To live is to know loneliness. To live is to know love. I'll live as many times as it takes. I'll die as many times as it takes. To know. To know. To know. Apparently somebody didn't want to play this, but that's okay. Self-replication. There's one on this side. Ah, down it goes. That was incredibly rough. Not helped at all by the fact that we are down one healer in my group. How do I... Oh. No wonder I wasn't going across. They're all... No, I don't want to be alone. Oh dear. Well, I guess I'm getting Hansel. Alright. And my entire group is dead except for me. That's great. Well, I suppose I can clemency myself. Hey, you know what? For them only being one healer, doing pretty good. Alright, one's down. That means the other is going to start casting Lamentation until we're all dead. Of course, it didn't end well for them. And they die like Dark Souls bosses. And we are out of the network, and back in the tower. Don't waste time trying to understand. We're here to kill the enemy, that's all. Here we go again, hacking in 3, 2... And we go back into the network. Now, unfortunately, we still only have one healer. Ow. Well, the ground is now littered with 2P corpses. You'll never eliminate us. Oh dear, what are these things? Well, we still haven't gotten enough members yet, so we're probably just gonna have to try. Stay alert. These readings are... Even if you defeat us, do you really think you'll win? We're prepared to fight until the end, yours or ours. You fight and fight and fight. You are made that way after all. Creepy. You have so little control over your nature. All you can do is watch as the world falls to ruin. And now we're deeper inside the network, the Ego Collective. A logic virus. It's interfering with my hacking. Destroy the core. Opposite colors. Or if you want to defend against an attack, same colors. Eradicate the logic virus, ending the machine's counteroffensive. Our one healer is a real MVP. Freja Hiscaris, you're pretty awesome. You're a good healer. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Well, thankfully, this fight is almost over, because it is getting a little chaotic. You probably think you're clever, but we've had just about enough. Oh, that was pretty rough. But we're fine. We made through it. We made it through it. Whatever they're planning, we need to stop them before it's too late. We should be able to get it moving using this panel. Once all our friends are here. Or not. Looks like this goes all the way up. Incoming. Let your voices be heard. Here it comes again, and it's got a friend. Sing with me. Well, down goes that one. Such delights. Did you have fun? Is that it? You know what will happen to this sphere's creations when it's destroyed. There's no choice. We do it. Here we are. The end. What will it take for these things to die and stay dead? No, stop them! The false idol. Well, we still don't have enough people. But I think we can do it. Let's do this! You will be the first to see the new world. Destroy the target. We've waited so long to throw the gates wide. Let the light in. Where? Anyone who's played Dragon Guard recognizes those notes and feels terror at them. All memory lives within me. Say hello to her inflorescence. The final song, just for you. You need to watch the wavelengths, or match wavelengths to create interference. Basically, face the same color. You will soon find out how lowly you are. They're going to fall. Move! And down she goes. So it ends. Freyja, our one and only healer. Of course you get the commend. You're lovely. We can't let it keep opening. Back me up here, 2B. What are you doing? I'll help you from the other side. Take care of Konog. Alert. Units 2B and 9S vital systems offline. Saved data found in memory regions. Initiating playback. This is your High Unit 2B recording. We discovered that our enemies, the white-clothed androids, the tower, that colossal girl, came from that white orb. As did 9S and I. It's a gate between worlds, and its purpose is to destroy this one. As long as 9S and I are on this side, it can never be closed. We have to go. But we'll save the memories of our reunion, and of the time we spent in this world with you. Some things are just too precious to lose. So, thank you. Playback ended. And naturally, the whole thing comes crumbling down. Hiya, Chief. Things got a little apocalyptic there. Lolly, that scared the shite out of me, ho! The tower just up and disappeared. It sort of folded in on itself in the blink of an eye. Glad to see that you're safe, though. So, what happened in there? Well, I won't pretend I understood half of that. Can't say metaphysics is my area of expertise. Still, I knew that those androids in white and their weird orb were trouble. And you're saying that you gave them what for, so they won't be coming back. Which is good, right? Glad to hear it. Thanks for risking your neck for us. Where's Anog, though? And your android friends, for that matter. Seems like they should have come back with you. I'm sorry. No, she... But why? It just doesn't seem fair. I was holding out hope, you know, that everyone would be fine and life would go back to normal. I should have known better, but... Someone will need to tell the villagers, again. As for Konog, can you speak with him? I managed to talk him out of running back in there as soon as he woke up, but this... It might be better coming from you. Or maybe I'm just a coward. Well... Someone's gotta break the news. Might as well be me. You're back! But where's everyone else? No, she can't be gone. She wouldn't leave me forever. Because if she did, I'd be no one left to... A letter from Anog. Konog, I've been to another world. I've seen it. What does she mean? The world... They're constructs? That's hardly a reason to run off on her own. She could have... I would have... I have something I need to do, so... That watch belongs to the chief's wife. I found it when I was clearing the rubble earlier. It was broken, but I went ahead and fixed it. She'd probably like it back, so can you give it to the chief for me? Wouldn't they be happier if you delivered it yourself? I can't. I need to... Never mind. I'm sorry. I appreciate all you've done for us. If only I was as strong as you are. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. How did it go? Something for the missus? A treasured heirloom belonging to the chief's wife, kindly repaired by Konog. Wicked White, we thought this was gone for good. She'll be glad to have it back. It's all she has left of her parents. Why didn't Konog come in person, though? He must know we'd want to thank him. No, not him, too. It seems that you once again have cause to comfort a distraught dwarf. Been doing a lot of that recently, haven't we? I know this video has run on a bit long, and it is going to go a little bit longer. He left a letter of farewell. He's gone. I wish I could have done something. Anything. We've lost them both, and it's our own fault. We drove them to this. This can't be right. What is right in the end? I don't know, but this ain't it. The villagers need to understand that we can't keep on like this. They might be better listeners now that they don't have to live in fear anymore. If they can believe that's the case, that is. Would you mind sticking around? It'll seem more credible coming from the both of us. I'm here for as long as you need me. Let's not be greedy. I knew you'd be. You're always willing to do what needs doing. I'm ready to do my part too. Wait here. Now that you're all here, I have an important announcement. Foxy has put an end to those machines and their plot. That means the danger is past, but more importantly, it's time we look to the future. We'll need to come together. Hold your iron frogs. Even if those things are gone, this ain't over. The culprit needs to be brought to justice. How can you expect people to move forward if we don't set an example? That's right, we want to see consequences, death, mutilation. Do you really? We need to talk them down, or else we'll never get anywhere with this. Bloodthirsty bastards. One of you should take responsibility. I haven't done anything that you can prove. Oh dear. Folk will never accept that. It just ain't a satisfying conclusion. You can't force one person to shoulder the blame for all of this. Some things are bigger than all of us, Glag. The most prudent course is to cooperate with Glag and rid the village of the guilty party. Then everything will be as it was. Is it really prudent to follow harm with cruelty? If it weren't, Glag wouldn't have suggested it. He's the elder. He knows how these things work. If not, then... No, don't be ridiculous. Justice should be swift and decisive, I say. Nothing so satisfying as the headsman's axe coming down. Justice isn't about personal satisfaction, and if it comes down on the wrong person. At least we'll be able to put this mess behind us, forget the whole thing. I can't think about it anymore, I just can't. Forget I said anything. All we need is one or two people to take the blame, then the rest of us can get back to our normal lives. You'd build your life by destroying others. Wouldn't you? The way I see it, anyone here would throw you to the eaters in a heartbeat for their own gain, you or me. Those backstabbers. I'm right, you'll see, you'll all see. Man, what a bunch of downers. The sooner we do away with the culprit, the sooner we can all relax. You know I'm right. Glag thinks so too. You change your tune to the finger pointed at you, or the blame could just as easily fall on someone you love. Let's get personal. You wouldn't dare accuse me. Everyone knows I'm innocent. Don't they? It's better this way, trust me. You do trust me, right? I don't trust a single one of you. I only need to do what Glag says, right? Then he won't blame me. Whatever happens, it won't be my fault. You think that will protect you, or no, this is a choice you must make yourself. But then it'll be my responsibility, no matter what happens. Yes, that's personal accountability. Someone else should be the one. You don't understand. I can't be held accountable. Well, then you've settled down a bit at least. Thanks for that. Still sober, eh? Then I'll ask. What do you reckon we should do? Stop this before it's too late? Whatever doesn't involve me hearing everyone's opinions again. Or how should I know any better than any of you? Stop this before it's too late. Maybe the Outlander's right. We'll never agree on who should take the blame for the attack, which means the real problem is Glag. I did feel a lot more confident before he started telling us to listen to other perspectives. He's been trying to turn us against each other, but he's the elder here. Shouldn't he have seen our village's fiery destruction by skybound machines coming? What? No! No one could have foreseen this. No matter how wise they are, or how hard they try. No one's right every time. We've all made mistakes here, believe me. Anog, Konog, Glag, the whole lot of you, and me. All of us. We failed each other. Alas, there he goes again. I honestly might split this video up into two, because this does go on for quite a bit longer. Now what? If nothing is just as wrong, if doing nothing is just as wrong, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad to make my own choices. Me? Make a mistake? Never. Well, don't let him get away. No, that's just cowardly. No, he's right. Are my ears going, or am I being insulted left and right? Then you would deserve it too. Fucking idiot. Lally, sorry I had to see that hoe. I may not be cut out for public speaking. I think you did quite well. I won't give up on putting Komra back together, though, in whatever way I can. I don't know what we should have done, but there's nothing left for it but to try and do better, day by day, moment by moment. Need some help with that? Of course you do. Nah, let's show some solidarity. I admit, I feel better knowing you'll be around. Pardon me? I was thinking about what you said, and I realized I probably haven't been the most helpful. I'm choosing to try harder from now on, so if you need another pair of hands... you're more than welcome to join us. Though I'd say we're all past due for a little breather after all that's happened. Take a rest, Chief's orders. Understood. I'll be just over there then, with my thoughts. Yes, not a problem. He's a little odd, but he's got the spirit. I look forward to putting the both of you to work. At your earliest convenience, of course. Now, technically, this is where a patch would have happened, and all... I don't know. This whole raid is weird because of the content that's coming up, so I'm going to try my best to get it all done in the rest of this video. Lolly, thanks again for offering to help us rebuild our village Ho. So, are you rested and ready to begin the work? There's no time like the present. Wonderful. I can't tell you how reassuring it is to have you with us. Now, to begin with, we need to discuss how we're going to tackle our task. If you could join our nervous friend over there, I'll be along after I see to some preparation. Ah! It's come! My doom is come! Doom! Oh, it's just you. Sorry, force of habit. So, is it time to rebuild, that is? Everyone's here. Good. Let's get right to it. I have an idea that I want to run by the two of you. In order to rebuild, we're going to need lots of supplies and willing hands, neither of which we have a whole heap of at the moment. But then I thought, what if we availed ourselves of the technology used by the machines? With the wealth of parts they left behind, we have all the materials that we need to rebuild and upgrade our automata to do the work. Not only would it be practical, since we'd be using the force behind our destruction for our salvation, it's also poetic. For your part in this, Foxy, I'd ask that you'd venture into the tunnels and gather those items what might be useful. Whatever you find, you can bring to our friend here. He'll examine the objects to see how they might be put to use. And that's about it. So what do you think? I wasn't paying attention. Could you explain it again? No. Sounds like a plan. Good, good. With this, the rebuilding can finally commence. We'll prove to everyone that you can't keep us dwarves down. Except maybe with copious amounts of grog. That's been an issue, historically. Well, I'd best be getting back to my post. Without someone breathing down their necks, our miners are liable to stand around with their thumbs up their asses. You have any questions, you can direct them to our friend here. Between you and me, we're probably doomed to fail. But if it's going to happen anyway, there's no point in delaying it. That's to say, if you're ready to begin, then so am I. And here's the problem. A weekly quest which continues the story is now available from the doomsaying dwarf in Comra. Lend your aid and help the dwarves of Comra rebuild their home. It's weekly. That means it takes several weeks to do all of these quests and get all of the narrative. And they did this to stretch out this content for several weeks. It's annoying. I wish they had changed it after Endwalker's launch. And I honestly hate it. But we're gonna do it anyway. Ready to go to your doom? I mean, get to work, are you? Good, good. As per the chief's instructions, your task is to gather items the machines left behind that might prove useful for rebuilding our village. Do you know any suitable places for this? The machines have a base deep within the tunnels, or there's a ruined factory strewn with machina. That would be the right place. Oh, that sounds perfectly forbidding. While you're out there searching, I'll get my tools ready for dismantling. I look forward to seeing the spoils of your foray. Yeah, and honestly, all this is, you guessed it, more running through empty raid areas. honestly, I do like that there was a crossover. I do like that, you know, there was a lot of world building for Nier Automata outside of the actual game. You know, more stuff like this would be cool. But the execution was so poor. I can't understand what was going through their heads, and they said, oh yeah, just have them run through the empty raids looking for one or two things that are spread all the fuck over the place. Actually, they're in the same area, but you have to go all the way there. You know, I don't often say it, but I hate this. I mean, I don't often say it about this game. I say it often about a lot of things, but not this game. But I fucking hate this. It's just... It was lazy, is my problem with it. It's lazy and it's tedious. Back to the Comro we go. See, that's all we had to do here is pick up 2 pieces of trash, and we didn't even have to fight anything. Which is fine, we don't have to, you know, inherently, it's fine that we don't have to fight things, but make it interesting. Don't just... I know I'm dwelling on this, and I really shouldn't, but my goodness. Well, drench my beard. I've never seen anything like this. It's not going to suddenly spring to life and strangle me, is it? No? Well, if you're sure, I'll set about studying it at once. Oh, I should mention that the chief was looking for you. Seems he has news to share. It's something dreadful, I shouldn't doubt. Well, you'll never believe this whole, Foxy. Something's arrived in the village for you, from Konog. It looks to be some kind of technological what's-it. See this gold pattern here? Haven't the faintest idea. Haven't the faintest how you read it, though. This portable archive the siblings built should do the trick. Huh, so you just wave this archive at it? Well, there you go. Feel free to check it at your leisure. You know, might be as Konog's up and left the village, but the fact that he's still keeping in touch, it gives me hope that he hasn't given up on us yet. So I'll keep doing what I can. I'll keep working to change this village into a place that Konog would want to return to. We've got lots of mountains to climb, and it's going to take a lot of time. But bit by bit, and with your help, I'm sure we'll get there. You obtain a message from Konog. And of course we can read it in the archive. We'll do that. Dear Foxy, I hope this message finds you. I'm going on a journey to learn the secrets of the White Spheres for myself. Maybe some of them will be of use to you. I'll keep a record just in case. Konog. This pisses me off. The fact that they did not remove the weekly requirement after Endwalker's launch. Well, I will only have to wait until tomorrow to do it, because tomorrow's Tuesday. But, seriously, weekly quests. This is something that should have died in World of Warcraft. So, this video is going to take a while to do. And through no fault of my own. But you guys won't have to deal with that, because I'll have it all done for you in just one. You're welcome. Okay, week 2. Ready for another foray, are you? Well, if it wouldn't be too much of a bother. Excellent. Let our inexorable march forward towards failure continue. So, do you recall the machina you brought back last time? Unfortunately, they were rather far gone, and I couldn't salvage much of them. Do you think you could bring back more of the same? Consider it done. Thank you. With the bits for the extra specimens, I think we can put together something useful, even if we're inevitably doomed to fail. I'm gonna smack you upside the head. Seriously. Oh yeah, by the way, we have to go back to the copied factory for this. So not only is it spaced out week by week, it's spaced out week by week doing the same thing for these first couple quests. I know I'm bitching and complaining a lot about this, but it's worth bitching and complaining about. It's stupid. Like, it's even in the same general area. It's like maybe 10 steps away from where I found the originals, if not in the exact same positions. Let's find out. Let's find out. Implying I'm gonna remember. No, I'm pretty sure at least one of them was the exact same spot. I mean, it could be worse. It could be tied to doing, you know, these raids every week, which would actually suck. Because as much as I enjoy them on a lore level, and as much as I enjoy them on an aesthetic level, they're not the most fun raids to do. Especially Puppet's Bunker. Fuck Puppet's Bunker. Yeah, it's been so long since I actually recorded that video, I can't honestly remember how I did with that one. Did I do well? Suppose we'll find out. Both of us. Ah, yes, precisely the same as last time. This ought to suffice for our purposes, thank you. You know, I've been feeling a little bit more optimistic in spite of myself. By keeping occupied with our work, I find my mind doesn't stray towards the doom and gloom as often as it used to. Seems it's better to take action than being idle with negative thoughts, you think? If only it weren't so hard to take action in the first place. That's a mood. Well, I should be getting back to my work. Perhaps you could report to the chief in case he has other tasks that want doing. Thanks again for bringing the parts. Yeah. Lolly, just the sinner I've been looking for, ho. Another one of those recording devices has arrived from Konog. Seems the lad has more he wants to say to you. Here. When you have a moment, be sure to see what's on it. You there! Yes, the two of you. What are you doing talking and nodding suspiciously? What are you up to? You're conspiring to take over the village, aren't you? Just like those murderous machines. Huh? What did I just... Ugh, my head. Something's not right with Glag. And it's not quite the same sort of not right what follows a few too many casks of ale. Well, whatever it is, there's nothing you need to worry about. I'll take care of it. Now then, was there something else you needed? How's the rebuilding coming along? Well... Excuse me. You. What do you want? If you're here to mock us, have done with it and leave us be. No, I'm not here to mock you. On the contrary, I want to join you. I'm usually not one to get involved, preferring to observe from a safe distance while making the occasional comment to remind people of my presence. But seeing how hard you've been working for the village, I couldn't help but want to make myself useful for a change. Well, we could certainly use all the help we can get. What say you, Foxy? Shall we welcome him to the crew? More hands is always a good thing. Thank you. I'm certain you won't regret it. After that strangeness with Glag, I wasn't sure what to expect from our dour friend, but it sure wasn't an offer for help. Anyway, I'll find a moment to talk with the fellow about our plans, and when he's managed to settle in, you ought to have a word with him too. But to answer your earlier question, there's nothing we need for you right now. We need you for right now. Only a matter of time before we call on you again, though, so kick your feet up while you can. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So, once again, we can't do this until a week from today. It's a pain, but I've already said that. Let's check out Konog's message. Dear Foxy, I forgot to mention, I brought a pod with me. It assures me that the spheres came from a different world and their purpose is to invade others by duplicating machine life forms. It's weird to think that to someone, ours is the other world. Konog. Yes, very interesting. Would be far more interesting if we didn't have to do this week by week. But you guys won't have to deal with that. You're welcome. Hey, next quest. Do you think it's been a week? No, guess again. Do you think it's been a couple weeks? No, try a year. Try a year since I finally got back to doing this. I hit a bit of a wall, to be honest. But that's okay. You'll also notice my mic quality has changed. I'm in a completely different house now. I still haven't really set anything up for recording non-echoey shit. But you only have to deal with that for, like, this episode, because I'm gonna fix shit before I record anything else. I appreciate you letting me join you, and apologize for my earlier rudeness. Not to make an excuse, but it's been a trying time for us all. Now I've been pondering the ways in which I might contribute to the rebuilding effort. While I don't have many talents, not outside of those considered normal for a dwarf such as drinking at any rate, people do say that I have the gift of the gab. Using this power, I have a mind to peddle wares in the outside world to earn coin to put towards our work. There's just one problem. At the moment, we don't have anything that would fetch a halfway decent price. No, we need something more unusual and exotic than our grog and our automata. And as I racked my beard for ideas, it came to me. What could be more unusual and exotic than an object from another world? The machines have a base inside the crater, and I understand it's brimming with all manner of their paraphernalia. Such items are guaranteed to fetch a high price. We just need someone to venture in to retrieve them. You! I'm not sure they'd be worth that much. As long as it's unusual, I'm confident I can spin a sales pitch for it. Oh yes, the coin bags of Yulmore would trip over themselves for such rare curios. So just bring back the items and leave the rest to me. Our coffers will be full before you know it. Yeah, sure. That's what everybody says. Everybody who's trying to sell you something. This way. I let this sit for way too long. I've had so much has happened over the last year. Oof, I can't even get into it. I will say though, in spite of my present audio issue, I really cannot wait to get into Endwalker on this character. I can't guarantee that the recording quality will be the same that it was before, because I don't have a rug, and I really don't want one. I got so tired of cleaning carpet. But, you know, I'll make it work. Unidentified machine parts. Yeah. Now I can leave. Oh, it's the doomsaying dwarf again. I'm starting to see possibilities in these machine parts. Don't tell anyone, but I even feel a bit daring. Back from the crater, are you? Come, come, show me what you're able to find. Oh, strange and wondrous items all. I'll examine everything closely before I attempt to peddle them, but these ought to be snapped up with nary a fuss. My thanks for bringing these. Now I can do my little part for our village. Ah, and before I forget, the chief was asking for you earlier. If you have a moment, do go and see what he wants. Yeah, sure. And I see, even a year later, they have not removed this. I'm gonna bitch about it until I'm done. Sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry, as a matter of fact. Lolly, doubtless you have already guessed ho, but another recording device has arrived from Konog. Here. As far as I can tell, he's sending them at regular intervals. What could the boy be up to? I could ask you the same. What devious scheme are you plotting? Well, whatever it is, you won't succeed. This is my village, and I'm not letting you have your way with it. Why did I say that? Why did I feel so angry? Forget I said anything. As you can see, Glag's still behaving strangely. When I tried talking to him earlier, he all but told me to bugger off. On the face of it, you'd assume he takes exception to what I did at the meeting. But this is a little too strange. At any rate, this is my problem to deal with, not yours. You just focus on doing your part for the cause, eh? You obtained another message from Konog. Yes, yes. Well, I suppose we can take a look at the archive. There we go, Konog. I found out that 2B and 9S accessed the spheres before all this started, which is why they knew about the machine lifeforms' plan to take over our world. They added their own data to that of the machine lifeforms when copies were being made, like some sort of technological virus apparently, so that they could come here and stop the machines. They were our allies from beginning to end. Yes, so I'll be honest, I can't remember if I explained this earlier. It's been so long, but the 2B and the 9S that we see here, they're not the real 2B and 9S. They're still safe and sound in their own world. Everything they sent here were copies. I guess it begs the question, did these copies have awareness? Did they have thoughts, feelings, and desires of their own? Hard to say, and I suppose we'll never know. Oh, another week, another quest. Aren't you guys glad you're just watching this? Ah, I was wondering when you would come by again. The items you brought back last time were perfect, but I'm hoping to have more stock before I head to Yulmore to do my peddling. Can I trouble you to go on another foray into the crater? What do you have to say? Well, some things can be salvaged, others need to be bought, so it's good that we have our glib friend here helping to bring in coin. Okay, we got a container. That's it. That's all I had to do. Go and collect some random shit. There you are. Were you able to find anything else of interest? Marvelous! With the addition of this little lot, I'm now ready to set forth. If truth be told, I'm a little daunted by the prospect of going all the way to Yulmore, but if I have confidence in myself, and some grog is always good for that, I'm sure that all will be well. Oh yes, I'll see to it our wares fetch the best coin they can, and prove to everyone that I'm worth more than the ale I could hold. Thanks for all your help, my friend. I'll be fine from here, and you can let the chief know as much. Yeah. You couldn't pay me to care. Lolly ho there ho, Foxy. You'll be pleased to hear another recording device has arrived. I know what you're up to. Oh yes, I can see through your ruse. You pretend to be a friend while spreading vile rumors about me behind my back. Well, you're not going to drive me out of my own village. I'd rather die beardless and dry, you hear me? Beardless and dry. What am I doing? Well, it seems the visit I paid Glag the other day backfired. Hard to tell if trying to reach out to him is better than not doing anything. But that's enough about Glag. Let's talk about cheerier things. Owing to everyone's hard work, the village is starting to look like itself again. This had the effect of inspiring another one of us to volunteer to help. The fellow's been wanting to speak with you, so let me call him over. Oi! Foxy's here if you wanted a word. Chief, Foxy. I've always believed that our actions speak for us, and I've always respected them as dared to make things happen rather than sitting around. But sitting around's what I've been doing, while you labor to rebuild our village, and it made me ashamed of myself. I want to help too, if you'll have me. Whatever problems we may have had in the past, having more comrades can only be a good thing. We'll let him join us, of course. I'm glad we're on the same page. Thanks for giving me a chance. I'm ready to get to work. Just tell me what you need me to do. I'll start by having a chat with the fellow and see how he can contribute to the cause. Perhaps you can look in on him later. I'm sure he'd appreciate hearing from you. So, yeah. It's gonna be another week. Though, it is Monday, technically still Monday night, so I might be able to do this tomorrow. God, I hope so. Let's read this, thing. Dear Foxy, the White Spheres have ties to 2B and 9S's world, which is almost inconceivably advanced. I found that data there is stored by machines bearing the names of gods, and even the tiniest glimpse of the smallest portion of it reveals memories by the hundreds. People's memories. What does it mean? I need to know. Interesting. Machines bearing the names of gods. If that's a reference, I don't really get it. I have watched playthroughs of Nier Automata by this point. I own the game now, I just have yet to play it because I haven't finished Nier Replicant yet. But if that's a reference, I don't get it. Oh well, see you in the next part of this quest, which I believe is the last part.
Okay, I think my audio is a little better. I honestly don't know why. Maybe it's the exact same. I didn't change anything about it, that's for sure, but we'll see. What do you have to say? In spite of myself, I have to say things are coming along nicely. Who would have thought that we could achieve so much by working together instead of bickering? Sensible people. How fares the peddling? Extremely well. The you Morans can't get enough of our rare and wondrous wares. Great. How to catch an automaton. Oh, it's you. I've been meaning to apologize for my behavior at the meeting. For all my bluster, I had nothing to offer. You made me see the hypocrite that I was, and I'm determined to do better. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't struggling, though. We need more automata to help us rebuild, you see. I thought that we could repurpose the ones we've got guarding the village. But when I went to shut one down, the blasted thing tried to bash my head in. Barely escaped with my beard, I tell you. Whoever programmed them did their job a little too well. You're supposed to be a mighty warrior, though, ain't that right? Think you could subdue an Ironbeard for me, just to show how it's done. If I could see it once, I reckon I could deal with them by myself. Just watch and learn. I'm in your debt. Here, take this sack. You can slip it over an Ironbeard to keep it subdued after you've knocked it around enough. I hope it's big. Those things aren't exactly little. Ah, there's one. Very good. That should be enough. Ow. Perfect. Oh, good, it's raining. Bugger my beard, you took care of the automaton so quickly I would have missed it if I'd blinked. Thanks for bringing this back, and for the lesson as well. I reckon I've got the trick of it now. I've also come to realize something. There ain't no action so noble as one that you take for another. I'll keep that close to my heart, and strive to become someone who strives for others, just like you. By the way, the chief came looking for you while you were outside the village. It seemed important, so go and see what he wants, eh? Yeah, I thought this was the last one, but nope, it's gonna be next week. Piss. Lally, yet another recording device has arrived ho. Whatever Konog's up to, as long as he keeps sending these, we can assume he's safe and well. Anyway, here you go. Chief, can I speak with you for a moment? Sure, what is it? It's Glag. I ran into him just now, and he was behaving oddly. Just when you think he's angry, he suddenly bursts into tears, and the next thing you know, he's talking with you like you're an old friend. Ah, that. He's been that way since the meeting. But I'll sort him out, so don't worry. Thanks for bringing me word, and let me know if you notice something else. It seems Glad's condition isn't common knowledge yet, but it's only a matter of time if it continues to worsen, like it seems to be doing. Sorry, I'm saying all this out loud, but it's not your problem to deal with. Just stay focused on the rebuilding, as that's how you'll best help us. I do wonder what's with Glag. That dwarf is acting really weird. Dear Foxy, I knew all along, really. I knew that Anog was dead and that thing with me only looked like her. But being with her, whatever she was, it kept me alive. It made me want to go on living. If the spheres can create anything, rebuild it in our world, then surely they can grant me this. Oh, he wants his sister back that badly. He doesn't care if he's given a facade of her. Well, I believe there's only one quest left. I sure wish I had done this on a Monday so I could just do it tomorrow, but nope, it's gonna take me another week. Oh well. Okay, I think this is the last one of these. Finally. Oh, it's you again. Thanks to you, we've now got a good lot of automata helping us out, but we could still do with more. If you're not too busy, do you think you could retrieve another Ironbeard for us? Rest assured you won't be doing it alone this time. I'm going to retrieve one too. When we're done, let's meet back here. Happy deactivating. Yeah. I mean, you all know how this song and dance goes at this point. I don't think I need to tell you what I'm doing. I don't think I need to tell you how bored I am. I mean, shit. Please just tell me this is over. Phew, it was rough going even with your example. But I managed to shut down an automaton in the end. How about you? Well, you know I did. I killed a literal god. Great!
With these 2 additional units on duty, I'll be able to spend more time I'll be able to spend more time doing things that automata can't do. For the rebuilding. Yes, that's it. Thanks to you, I've found something I can do for Komra. But as helpful as you are, it wouldn't do to rely on you forever. No, from this point on, I want to make sure I can get by on my own when the time comes. There might be others who could use a hand, though, so you ought to talk to the chief. Thanks again, and be seeing you. Hopefully not too soon. Oh hey, Komra's looking better than it was. Yeah, just dance in the dust storm. Lally, we've done it ho, Foxy. We've restored Komra to the way it was. This calls for grog. Lots of it. But before I drink myself silly, I should put this in surer hands. It's another recording device from Konog. After all this time, we still don't know where the lad is. But I hope he'll return soon so he can marvel at the fine work we've done with our village. And speaking of returning, could you come with me, Foxy? There's something else I want to show you. Some days ago, Glag suddenly vanished from the village. I rounded up a crew of my miners and together we set out to find him. His trail led us deep into the machine's base inside the crater, to the place where we encountered that strange white orb. It was there that we found Glag, lying face down and unmoving. We rushed to his aid, but before we could so much as roll him over, he got up and proceeded to walk off in the direction of the village, as if we weren't there, as if nothing had happened. Since then, Glag's been back to his normal self, as far as anyone could tell at any rate. We've no idea what brought on those bursts of strange behavior. Perhaps the man just had too much to drink, perhaps it was something else. But whatever it was, we decided to keep things quiet and leave well enough alone. You're one of the few privy to the situation, so I thought I should let you know how it ended. I also want to thank you again. You truly have a beard of gold, Foxy, and we wouldn't have been able to rebuild our village without you. The way I see it, this place is as much your home as it is ours, so no matter where you go, know that there'll always be a tankard of ale waiting here for you. The whole situation with Glag, unless it's expanded on in, like, the dwarf beast quests, if there even are any, I'm pretty sure there are. I haven't done this in a long time, and I never touched the fucking beast tribe quests. As far as I know, it's never spoken of, and you don't get any resolution. It's very strange. Alright, we have a message from Konog first. God, I hate this music. I don't hate it, I'm just tired of it. For as long as I can remember, it's just been the two of us. Hardly anyone even bothered to be kind to us, but we always had each other. When I was with Anog, there was nothing to fear. What my sister wanted most was to get revenge on the world that had done this to us. I can't accept that the world got her first. I won't. That's a mood. Lally, I can't thank you enough, ho. Komra is looking like its old self again. Better, if we're honest. You can see that for yourself, though, so let me tell you something you don't know. I hear that automata of dwarven make have been spotted about Yulmore of late. Signature frog motif and all. Now, where would those city folk have gotten their hands on artisanry like that? We certainly haven't been peddling them to outsiders, you aside. I can think of one dwarf who might be, though. One with the right skills and little else to his name. If it is Konog, well, I have a lot to say to him. I'm sorry, for starters. And it'd be nice if he could see how far we've come. The new Comra. I'd like to think he'd be happy here. Anyway, seeing as you're the worldly sort, I doubt you'll have too much trouble picking up on his trail in Yulmore. Let me know what you find. Finally, something different. Let's go to Yulmore. I suppose we can just teleport there. Get out of this city, town, whatever you call it. Hello, Mr. Merchant. I've got gold, I've got jewels, I've got gold-plated jewels. Not interested in my wares? Pity. I did see a dwarf in black, though, yes. Odd little fellow. I came selling one of those GOG contraptions. Not quite to my personal tastes, but a rare find to be sure. He placed an order as well, paid in advance. Say, if you're looking for the chap anyway, would you save me some time and take it to him? He mentioned that he was sleeping down in the derelict. Odd lad, as I said. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the place, but fortunately he drew a map to his preferred hovel. The fact that there are still people living in the derelict shows that Yulmore really hasn't come that far. Unless most of these buildings are abandoned now. It doesn't look like a map. Wait just a little longer, Anog. With the machine's technology, I can bring you back. I will. I'll make it work. I will. I will! I can't. I can't. I'm not good enough. Never good enough. I can't. Anog, I can't do this. I can't live in a world without you. I just can't. You're such a crybaby. Anog! The one and, well, suffice it to say that I'm back. Thanks to your hard work, and my innate genius, of course. Anog, I have nowhere to go. I'm all alone. That was before. You have me now. And don't you dare say we have nowhere to go. There's a whole world waiting for us, Konog. Was it real? Hard to say. Does it matter? What is real? Lolly, don't keep me in suspense. Oh, did you find Konog? Found his workshop, but I don't know where he's gone. Or you were right that he was in Yulemore, but now... found his workshop. That's disappointing. Still, I appreciate you letting me know all the same. What's that you have there? Some kind of fancy mead? Konog? But what's it for? Aside from the obvious, I mean. I think he'd appreciate it if you passed it on to the woman who was injured. Or just make sure Konog gets it when he gets home. Nah, he meant that as an apology. I will. I only wish things hadn't turned out like this. What happened to the village was bad enough, but then everyone was at each other's throats, and Anog and Konog were gone. Don't even get me started on the Glag debacle. I keep turning it all over in my mind, and I see nothing but the mistakes we made. And I wonder, how can any of us be sure that we won't make a mess of things again? Maybe we can't. Maybe we just try to remember every single day how bloody wrong we probably are, and we learn to live with that. Maybe that's the only answer we get. Yeah, that's basically all you get. And that's all we get, as far as Yorha Dark Apocalypse goes. The ending was rough, but the journey we took to get there was, well, it was also kind of rough. But I still enjoy it, overall. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. We're gonna do something else the next episode. I honestly can't say what it is, because I don't remember. Because I recorded this way after I finished recording everything else. But that's okay. All the audio issues will be fixed in the next episode. So I'll see you then. Bye.